Hi guys, this is me Vivan again, and I'm going to show you the game versus Bobby Fischer and Boris Spassky. Bobby Fischer is black and Boris Spassky is white. Let's start. D4, knight f6 and c4. Pawn g6, knight c3 and bishop g7. Pawn e4, pawn d6, which is now the brick defense. Pawn f3, castles, and bishop e3. Knight to d4, knight to e2, and pawn to a6. Now queen d2, and if we go one move back, the pawn a6 move was played to the knight is very nasty here. It can come here. The knight can eventually come at this squares to attack this pawn when the queen is somewhere like here, and here or later in the game. So rook b8, pawn h4 and pawn h5. Now bishop h6 to go bishop takes and queen takes, but that he can ignore it. That's what Bobby Fischer does. Takes and pawn to d5, knight to e7 and knight to g3. Looks like Bobby's losing because that knight isn't doing anything, but he can make some progress on the queen's side, so the knights can re-rotate to the queen's side and attack. Pawn takes, knight takes, and bishop e6. King to b1 and knight to e8. Knight to d5. If he takes, then takes with a strong center. So, yeah. Pawn to b5, attacking the pawn. If takes, then he can take, and something like that after takes. Yeah. So, right. Knight to e3, rook to h8, and rook to c1. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Rook to h8, rook c1, queen b6. Preparing takes. And in some plans are go here, play that, and go here. So that's also good. So Boris Spassky plays bishop d3, knight d4 and knight d5. Queen to a7, knight to f1, knight to f6, knight to e3 and bishop takes d5. Takes and rook to c8. Now here, like, don't know, this can go here, preparing rook to c1. So that's also a plan. So let's see what he does. Rook f1. Now Boris Spassky sees that most of the pieces are on the queen side. There are just 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces on the board, meaning 2 pieces on the board and 4 pawns. And there 1 pawn, 2 pawn, 3 pawn and 3 pieces. So that's good. That's why he rotates the rook and like pawn there and trying to attack. So after this, after rook f1, queen e7, pawn g4, knight back, pawn push to eventually go there, takes and line up with the rooks like this. So being Alexander Alekhine gun, and now king to f8, rook to f2 and king to e8, bishop to f1, knight to c5 and knight to c5. It's something about doing with this square, because these are not passed pawns but eventually be passed pawns after the queen gets traded. But here the queen getting traded is something like impossible, because this knight moved and queen c2, there's so much tension. There's no tension, sorry, and there will not be played, because here takes, here takes. So queen trading is not going to be here. So Boris Spassky plays bishop h3, rook c7, rook c1, pinning that, but not a good pin. After queen to a5, it would be a good pin, and pawn push to disaster for Bobby Fischer. Yeah, he can go here to attack the queen, but then queen takes. So knight to b3. Now knight to b3 was played by Bobby, because if takes, then this is a fork. Let's say takes, okay? Then rook takes. No, I can't even explain that part. Let's see. Takes. And instead of taking, I don't know, this should be a mouse lip, because your queen is hanging, right? Then why did he play that? Queen takes, rook takes, here. Bobby Fischer is 4 points up. This is no joke. Boris Spassky played this because he wanted to play this. And look at these pieces. This rook is doing nothing. So Boris Spassky eventually has 2 points more because this rook is doing nothing. It's just sitting here for such a long time. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So after takes here and rook to c6, king to g7 eventually. This rook will be going to here and threatening this. It's not a threat, but like the rook can reach e1, the rook can reach h1, so because it's just bad. So bishop f1, attacking the pawn, and now that is your move. Now let's see if takes. After check, he'll move, and after you take the pawn, this is lost because your queen wasn't there to go inside the area. Look, the queen is attacking so many pieces, controlling so many squares. So that's a problem. These are all squares controlled by the queen, and eventually it will be disaster for white. So takes, and Boris Spassky accepts the rook, and now it is lost. King to c2, defending the rook, pawn to b4, and Boris Spassky resigns because now pawn push is coming, that this is coming, this is lost for white. Backing up, here Boris Spassky should have gone takes here and moved his queen here. That would be much safer because he is Bobby Fischer, so yes, sacrifices. Many sacrifices, many great moves. So this was the game between Bobby Fischer and Boris Spassky, and if you like it, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.